everyone. Right, so I am sat in my car, as you can see, and I have changed. Had to do that. Anyone who's seen my previous video would notice that unfortunately it's raining out here in Milton Keynes, and it's politely chucking it down. So it's a rather wet. So yeah, I've just come out of work. It's just after 5 o'clock, and the only reason why I've left early for me is because my knee hurts. But that's because I've had an operation on it back in February. So I'm going to take a slow drive home, and then I'm going to hop back online and work for a good few hours. I'll probably be online for, I don't know, I'm so tired, for maybe another 4 bit hours, yeah, give or take a little bit, but it's been rumbling no end with thunder up in Milton Keynes, so it's kind of interesting. It's kind of really hilarious. Unfortunately, a couple of my colleagues got a bit freaked out when they heard the thunder. I'm only smirking because I love thunder. It's really, really great. The reactions you get, it's I mean, it's been really loud, and I do appreciate it. It's been really, really loud. So it's been pretty cool, and there's been some, I think there's been about 4 or 5 bolts of lightning so far. So yeah, wow. It does get quite exciting. There's some really interesting cloud formations just over to the side. I'll just stop pointing in a minute. I'll direct the camera over there in a second. I keep checking over there just because I want to make sure that when I do direct the camera over there, that there's going to be some potentially better formations, which I think there will be, because the clouds are sort of moving towards sort of, I'd say, centre Milton Keynes. We're right on the edge at the moment. I say and I say we in the sense that there's you, me, you know, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying the video. I apologise for me just gabbling on about random stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to do a bit of a panoramic random view. I'm going to try and not get too many plates, like number of registration plates in, so if the camera gets blocked, it's not necessarily because my hands are just like in the way, it's because I'm trying to block the camera from view of registration plates. Might not have necessarily got the registration plates in, but I just don't want to run the risk of any negative things happening, and I'm just not going to go there, so I don't want to run that risk. I'm not being responsible for that, so yeah. I'm going to aim instantly over there because of the cloud formations, and then I'll just go wandering around to what's available at the moment. I am in a car park, so obviously you can expect the hands. I apologise. But I'm also going to aim up, and bear in mind I am in a car, so you're probably going to get like the frame of the vehicle as well, so I apologise for that as well. So yeah, let's see how this pans out. Bearing in mind I got this focus a little bit different, I'm not used to doing this a little bit, so this could be fun. Bear with me a sec, guys. So what you're currently looking at is where I was pointing just a second ago. I'm hoping that's framing correctly. I think if I do that, that looks, I think, a bit more better. I'm actually sort of looking at the screen. So yeah, that looks about right. So that's sort of the best view at the moment. It's sort of I'm going to tilt down. I'll show you a little river that's forming, just sort of down there. I don't know whether you can see it. It's obviously a car park, so yeah. Whee! little river. Woo. So that's kind of cool. Now back at me again. Woo. That's fun. Poor things. So yeah, instead of actually doing a panoramic view, I'm not gonna, because there's too many cars around at the moment. It's just, there's too much. I'm gonna pull over potentially on the way home and lay by. I may or may not do that depending on whether or not it's flooded. Normally when it's heavily raining, it can be flooded, so I don't want to run the risk of, I'm stuck and not being able to go storm chasing later on tonight. So yeah, you may or may not get a little extra video on the way back, and it's really almost annoying that the thunder stopped, because I was really hoping to get an extra little shot for you guys of thunder and potentially a shot of the lightning. I don't even know if it would come out properly, but who knows? That could have been cool. Even the rain's calming down. It was absolute belting it down earlier. I mean, it was really like steroids. It was absolute chucking it down. I don't know whether you guys seen the videos from a couple of days back where I recorded a video, and it was back home in Aylesbury, and it was just belting it down. You could literally see like these proper rods just coming down, and it was just belting it down. It was like that here. It was so big because in Milton Keynes you've got a bigger greener area around here. That sounds weird because it's a city, but you've also got right on the edge of Milton Keynes, which is kind of where we are, and we've got like a dual carriageway area as well. There's a whole load of green belt ish, like where a lot of cows can form, albeit that it's relatively ish flat up here. Sorry, other people in Milton Keynes, and yes, I was born in Milton Keynes, so I can say it. It's fine, everyone. Wow, you get some pretty cool lightning. The storms up here are pretty cool. Down in Aylesbury they can be a little bit more subdued, and it's kind of cool. You get quite a bit of a difference, and then if you're wandering down towards what's known as Ivanhoe Beacon or Tring area, which is Hertfordshire, North Hertfordshire, otherwise known as the most or furthest innermost section of England, or furthest part of England away from the sea, if that makes sense. It's around about 3 hours or 3.5 hours away from the sea, give or take a bit, something along those lines. I know it takes about 3-ish hours for Aylesbury, so it must be about maybe 3 and a bit hours from Milton Keynes, from Tring. So it's only a little bit up the road from us, so it's not too far. And that's the furthest town away from any given seaside in England, I believe, which is weird because I would have thought it'd be somewhere a bit more, I don't know, different, somewhere where there's sort of, I don't know, part way between the far west coast of Wales and far east coast of England. But apparently it's Tring, and that's in Buckinghamshire, so sorry, Hertfordshire even, so edge of, or bordering Buckinghamshire and Hertfordshire, so who'd have thought that? Just a little random fact for you guys, there you go. Factoid alert, woo! Yeah, and just in that little factoid, it's now chucking it down again, a little bit, ish, just ish, only ish. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you because I want a little bit of battery left on my phone so I can do another video for you guys. And then these will go up a little bit later on, probably around 9ish. Bearing in mind that they've obviously got to go up to YouTube space. So that's kind of fun. And then I'll be showing them onto Twitter. And then they are ready for you guys to comment on, view, and do what you guys want to do. You know, have a little chat. Yeah, we just had another lightning bolt. Woohoo! And that is... I don't know if you guys just heard that, but that was thunder as well. So we got like rain, thunder, everything now, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm going to skedaddle off home and hopefully I can get on that dual carriageway and get another video. So yeah, woohoo! Hopefully the storm's kicking off again, woohoo! No, my luck, I'll probably be heading south of the storm and not north of the storm or something otherwise. But anyway, I'm hoping I'll get something positive and it'll be fun for you all. And yeah, by all means, comment away, view, share, like, everything nice, positive, happiness is what we're going for. That is the aim of all these videos. If you've got any questions of anything, whatever they are, if you think they're even just a smidgen bit quirky of any form, that's cool. Just go ahead, shoot, ask away. That's cool. We don't mind. I don't mind even. If you, oh, I best not put them on because they're all a bit steamed up. Just gonna make myself look all intelligent. That was a bit of a joke. So yeah, if you don't want to put a question on to YouTube, I'm on Twitter as so the little @ symbol, Cindy Ann with an E, Cindy with a C, and then Munro, MUNRO, all one word, as my YouTube name essentially, but all one word, and then capital C, capital A, capital M, just for the sake of being different. My picture is all the same as well, just for the sake of uniformity, being cool. So yeah, that's it for this time. It's all gone quiet before the storm. Woohoo! Anyway, cool. I will let you all be and see you guys later. Another lightning strike. Woohoo! Bye!